It's showtime.
Good morning, wake up. It is showtime. He's ready. You know, every Tuesday he's been bottled up the whole weekend, so I kind of make this short. Your turn.
I've had a wonderful weekend. Anyway, good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on an absolutely glorious Tuesday morning. I don't know what temperature it is, but it's warm outside. But the way I'll have that for you in just a moment. It's going to be a changing. Hope y'all had a wonderful Easter weekend. The weather was almost picture perfect. We'll share some photographs of y'all from the sunrise service down at Athens State and everything that was going on down that way. But here's my pal today, Dr. Tom Sisk. Good morning. Always a pleasure to have him up here. He's been here since I got here. Andy Jackson making his first appearance up here.
Morning, Jamie.
Working with Jonathan and all that bunch.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you got a new device today. You're going to help us out with.
That's right. Sure do.
Will it make us? So you're almost a doctor.
Well, nah, we're just close.
And Chris Rader, that's a nice shirt you got on.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Now, is y'all's big event this weekend?
It is Sunday.
All right, and Wade's going to be performing. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. Joseph's in here too. We'll check in with him in a little bit. Zack's fired. Zack, the only question I got for you is, how do you pronounce the name of the girl that made the winning shot for Notre Dame?
Where's the sheet at? Iraqi Olga Nublo, Brad. Olga Nublo.
See, Dr. Sis, that's why Zack needs to go back to get an education again, where he can learn to.
It's called phonemic awareness.
Only people
That's a
like
tough
me
one.
can really do something like
That's
this.
my ethics. That's my ethics education, Doc.
Hey, by the way, I got a ritual. Yesterday was my 19th wedding anniversary. Finally found some,
God bless you.
somebody to stick
Gloria.
with me for a while. And Sunday was my 44th anniversary in television, Andy. You were just a kid when I started a long time
Just
ago.
That's right.
And then as Frank and I were just talking, 44 years ago tonight, back in 1974, the biggest tornado in history, U.S. history, came right through here. And I think killed 40-something people, if I'm not mistaken. Frank was on the radio that night.
Hey, 4 years ago, I popped up in my memories was when we had the big show. You had Mike Davis and Brother Lackey and Frank and them up here.
Bill
talking.
Donovan was here too,
Bill
wasn't he?
Donovan. Yeah, I had a picture from 4 years ago.
Brother Fred was here.
Brother Fred, he sure
Yeah,
was.
he sure was. Fred Lack, yeah, he's the one who took an ambulance that night for
And,
delivering people back and
yep,
forth.
they
Well,
were-
anyway, let's get this party started. Gloria's got a weather forecast to change it, but I think today's going to be pretty nice, ain't it?
It is. It's 64. Actually, right now, 64 degrees outside, and it does feel nice. No more cool mornings, not until a little bit later. Tell you more about that in just a moment. High temperatures today, though, we're going to see anywhere from about 71 degrees. Well, there's that 20% chance of rain, so don't worry about that. 79 actually for your high today. 57 tomorrow. Enjoy today. Today's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Look at there. Wednesday, 57 for your high. 65 on Thursday, and then Friday, it's actually could be a little bit cooler there. Look at that Saturday. Rain on Friday, Saturday 47, low at 34. Frank, please tell us that's the last one. It's got to be the last one. He says, yes, A-okay. He gave me the signal, the thumbs up. That's the last cold front. Then spring is going to be sticking around for a while. It looks good outside. Be careful on your way into work.
Well, it ain't going to snow.
It's not going to snow.
Good to have you up. What you
No
doing wearing
more
a hat
snow.
today?
Sir,
What you doing wearing
His
a hat
wife
today?
told him to wear a
April
hat.
said my head was reflecting that last week.
That's good. Hey, and Andy, good to have you up here this morning. You going to talk about something new over from H&L?
We're going to be talking about a new brace we got for osteoporosis.
All right. Well, everybody kind of needs that. They've helped me out a lot in the past. And Dr. Sis, boy, you in the news a whole lot these days, you know?
More than I want to be.
I'll have to ask you some questions on that in a little bit, but I know how you're going to answer. But we got a lot of good stuff going on too. With the Limestone County school system, we'll talk about that too. Zack was just asking, said you about time for summer break. When does school get out?
We will finish out the end of May. Exams will start probably in April for state testing, and then final exams will be the first and second week of May, and we'll be out. Graduation, 25th, 26th, 27th.
How many will y'all graduate from Limestone County school system this year?
Almost 800
800.
between 6 high schools, yes, sir. Our smallest school will be 10, our largest will be East.
All right, we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Right now, let's get Zack on sports. He's here for the whole show today. That's amazing.
Yeah.
KFC, let's see what's happening.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County. Last night, Villanova, they dominated. Sorry, Wolverine Dan, but y'all's mailman, he's disappointed, but Villanova killed Michigan. It was ugly. 79-62 wasn't even close. Michigan led for a while first half, and then Villanova just went wild. 36-4 on the season, so their second championship in 3 years. And Mississippi State was this close, Jamie, to winning their first team championship ever. They have never won a team championship. But Notre Dame's girl, I'll try it again, Araki Oganaga-Walla. She hit a three-pointer to win 61-58 over Mississippi State and claimed their first title since 2001. UNA has a new basketball coach, Tony Pujo, former Alabama assistant under Anthony Grant. He is the new coach at UNA. Keith Holcomb hopes to ease the pressure and have a little more fun on the baseball diamonds. Right now, he's not playing football. He said he's going to make that decision after baseball season if he does come back to football. Auburn's A-Day game is this Saturday. They've had several injuries. Will Hastings, one of their top receivers, out with ACL injury.
You going, Joseph?
No.
And Alabama's will be in 2 weeks, April 21st. So, and LeBron James, if he don't have enough money and enough time on his hands, he is seizing the cyst on copyright infringement over this shop talk Alabama's
Zack's forte.
Bama's actually calling it Bama Cuts, but they put Shop Talk episode, and it was awesome. If you hadn't seen it, Coach Saban, Julio, Eddie Jackson, and Ryan Anderson, but he's saying that it's exploiting their trademark rights. So,
He's saying you can't put a show just like his on?
basically, but I mean, they do it all the time. I mean, sitting around the barbershop talking. I mean, come on, man.
I don't go often. And Andy don't either, looking at it.
No, I don't either.
Hey, that's some of the best conversation I have down there at Shireman's. We sit there and talk.
What y'all talking about, Zack?
Just talk and catch up on the latest events.
Latest gossip.
Hey, speaking of latest events, let me give y'all a couple right now. Lucy's Branch, we were out there over the weekend putting up some signs, Vote Gloria signs. They have approved to sell alcohol out there now.
At the
Thanks to Danny
restaurant.
Crawford and Senator Tim Melson. The restaurant, I talked to Billy Christopher the other day, will start construction immediately. Should be finished. It'll be a first-class place to eat. Should be finished in 6 months out at the river. But now, the only place you can get alcohol is in the restaurant,
Correct.
not at a package store outside, Chris.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you understand that. I'll get to those in just a second, Brad. Don't rush me. Athens Park and Recreation, Ben Wiley will be with us this Thursday morning to talk about it. They have Zack, don't they have the opening ceremonies and everything Friday
They're
night?
going to have it Friday night, and then the actual games. Used to, they did it all on Saturday. They're doing the opening ceremonies Friday night with baseball and softball, and the actual games will be Saturday. We'll be
I
broadcasting
believe that's
live.
Friday
And
at 5:30.
let me give a shout out to Charles and Betty Chin of Decatur celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. They were on the show teaching line
Yes,
dance.
they were. I remember that was one of the
Give a
fun.
shout out to that. They teach line dancing.
That was one of the best, funniest shows we had.
That was
So while they were dancing that day, I was interviewing all the people dancing. All right, let's go to photos. What we got first there, Brad?
Hey, sunrise service. There's Jason.
Hey, he looks like Kevin Ward. That looks like Kevin Ward's twin.
We were down. They had actually a good
really good
crowd down there at sun up. This is about 6:45.
Weather was great.
You could go in all the entire thing on our website,
It is on Facebook page, yes.
Facebook page.
Dusty got in there too.
Dusty got a haircut.
Yeah.
That's me on the right. But yeah,
He
sun
did.
was coming. There's a huge crowd.
And that's only half of them.
Entertainment. Kenny Baskins did the service, and then the musicians were all from Lindsay Lane. They did awesome too. But yeah,
Oh, really
that's me on the right. These guys here, we stopped
Richard.
the other day. Look, Richard, Jamie Cooper. I've been watching you all my life. He was right there at the service station on Hines and 72.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
super
was
fun.
super. And this is
Mr. Miss.
Gary and Regina Mayberry.
Yeah, everybody grew up watching me, Dr. Sisk.
We couldn't leave. I mean, that was really fun there.
And there he is. Y'all know who Red Marlowe is? Was on The Voice. You
Yeah.
got him coming over there Sunday?
Not yet. I need you to hook
Should
me up
ask
with
him.
him.
We interviewed him. It's also on our Facebook page, but he gave us a CD. I'll talk more about Country is Cornbread.
He had a CD release homecoming party.
All right.
Dr.
there he-
Turner.
We had breakfast down there with him the
Lulu's.
other day.
Yes,
Mr.
Lulu's.
Turner. What's he going by, Doctor?
Look at all that
He
wood.
cuts his
it
own
himself.
wood. He owns Lulu's place out on Pepper Road. Cuts, you ever eat there? Great food.
It is great.
Cuts his own
Hair.
wood for barbecue.
Cuts his own hair.
Little one finally got to see her. We don't get to see her near as much as we used to. due
We
to
had
a
lunch
little
with her at
family situation, but
we had lunch with her at school.
sure did, yeah.
It was awesome.
Little Maddie Cooper. Yeah, I
Not
think she
so
still
little
remembers, you know.
anymore.
All right, when we come back, guys, Andy, you'll be new at this. Dr. Sisk is a long-time winner of this next deal we're going to have.
All right.
We're going to test your intelligence on some local events that have been happening in here. We played Judge Jamie. So all that will be taking place there.
All right.
Anyway, Dr.
I will
Sisk is...
take it easy this time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that last time he played.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
The cone about the cones.
Dr. Teichmiller was here, and Cody
Yeah.
Gross was here. And Cody looked at Jaw, and he said, "This is above my pay grade." You know, that was one of the funniest ones we ever did. You know, at the coin. All right, thank y'all for getting up with us. Let's take a break on this Tuesday morning. Y'all hang on. Zack. And now it's time for me to break out the gate. Judge Jamie and the Cooper Court, brought to you by One Love here. And if you can't hear me now,
What?
that's right. You can call my buddy Zeke. He's got 6, 7 locations around here. One Love here, one over in Hazel Grade,
Yes,
Chris.
sir. Send a friend over there. the other day.
Yeah, go over and check him out. Check him out. Here's the way we play this game, man. This is the wrong answer. This is the right answer. You are playing
Buzzer
to
props.
win a can of Vienna sausages. My hometown in New Hope used to be named Vienna. Yankees burned it down. They called it New Hope.
Not excited.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the way we play. All right, I'm going to ask questions. I've scanned the newspapers this morning, at least. Electronic devices such as cell phones are not to be used during the playing of Judge James. We had a bunch of high school
He
kids
must
up here
have
the other
used
day,
it,
man. High school, they didn't hardly know what a
I
newspaper
was just
was.
texting,
But they
Brad.
sure
Oh,
did
here
know
we
the
go.
answers on history.
Adam Decatur Dave. I know.
Yeah, they don't read them.
No, they don't read it. But anyway, right here. And y'all know gasoline's been going up a lot. When you drive a Hummer, you kind of look at stuff like that. It's going up, but oil prices rose to $4 a barrel last week. Here's the question. Dr. Sisk may know this one because he's always bragging about how he's the smartest one in the room.
Oh, wait a second.
1 barrel of oil
But you are.
equals how many U.S. gallons of gasoline?
I'd say about 55 gallons.
100.
No,
45.
I'm going to have to go with him. 42 U.S. gallons. So that's pretty close. See, Andy, the way you play, you don't have to hold your number up. But when is Popeyes in Athens scheduled?
Late May.
Zach's already said I'm going over there to be the first.
I can't.
What are you doing?
Trying to get this working. Brad, come on.
How many people will
62.
He's on it.
He was the first one to put an application in?
Hey, I love.
Are you looking to work there?
Hey, nothing against you, KFC. I love all kind of
Yeah,
chicken.
he's got his Popeye bucket over there.
Yeah, he likes that chicken. Boy, KFC's going to be all over you, Zach. Huh?
I'm sorry.
The insurance group declares the hailstone in Cullman, Alabama 2 weeks ago the largest ever to hit Alabama.
I believe it.
How big was it?
5.5 inches.
That is a right answer. But that ain't going to be the real question. The question that wins this was, hailstone hit the ground at an estimated how many miles an hour?
130?
Wrong, no one all.
48.
88, actually. That's a good answer on that one. That was big. What did they do with all them? Boy, Brad Stovall had all the work cut out for him. Charlie, too, down next trail, trying to fix those things up there.
That's right.
I don't play golf. I know you probably don't have time to play golf. Andy, you look like you're probably a golfer.
Never played.
Never me either, but I love to watch it. The Masters is this weekend. What number Masters is this?
Event like no other.
79.
Close enough, 82, actually. Actually.
Oh, D and David Greger are actually.
Yeah, they're down there right now
practice
watching
rounds
that.
today, yeah.
Did you see that shot yesterday Jordan Spieth hit?
No, I didn't. I didn't have time to watch all
that.
that.
4 times.
Who was last year's winner?
I done forgot.
Was it Jordan Spieth?
No.
I don't know.
He's trying to act like he knows a lot about golf. Sergio Garcia.
That's right, Sergio found one of his first.
He had to go 70 majors before he ever won.
I forgot. Sergio.
All right, bad news for Athens, Alabama. Probably Amazon is not going to choose Athens to place their new Amazon headquarters.
There's no
They've narrowed
way.
it down to 20 cities. Atlanta's the closest one to us. How many people eventually will they hire?
2,000? No.
4,500.
It's a
45.
lot more than
The
2,000.
minimum is 50,000. They're saying it can go up to 250,000.
If the president don't try to get him shut, man, he don't like the Amazon.
Is
Oh,
that
that's because they're about to put the post office out of business.
That's crazy. At that
Yeah,
one
they are.
facility, they're gonna hire that many people.
That many people,
They're going to create their own transportation network.
right.
Yeah, they have to.
Trading Spaces, her former favorite program, is coming back on the air with, what's that Pennington guy's name?
Who?
The
Troy-
Pennington.
Ty,
Oh, really?
Ty
Ty's coming
Pennington.
back?
Yeah, Ty Pennington. Yeah, they were one of the original. They're coming back on. They're coming back on one of these shows. She watches them all the time. Your wife may watch them all the time too.
We met Ty. He was a nice guy.
How many years ago has it been since they were on the air?
8.
We were in Florence.
15.
10 to be exact. They come back
Years
on
ago.
April 7th with a return on TLC. If I had somebody could bill
Delayed
something.
and
It
delayed.
was a low budget smash. It was one of the original ones.
Right.
Right now, Roseanne is the biggest hit of television in the last years. How many viewers are they saying that they've accumulated? We watched it again the other day.
20 million.
Tell the check that 25 million.
Hey, the president
actually
called
funny.
and thanked her.
They will never mention Trump on the show by name, though, according to USA Today this morning. Y'all know that?
Why?
I did hear that.
It says here they're bringing back blue-collar folks on TV is proving to be a hit. With that in mind, ZTV 11 is going to bring back a hit. With that in mind, what hit would that be?
Country Road.
Hanging with the Duggars.
Good times.
The original Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe. I got them, so
Jethro.
I don't know.
Hey, Tim Allen, they're talking about bringing back Last Man Standing. You know, they got rid of that show because.
Hey, here's Zack with a Hollywood update.
So, Tim Allen, hopefully Last Man Standing will come out. That was a good show.
Easter. Did y'all eat a bunch of candy?
A little bit.
All right.
We were good.
AL.com right here. What are the top 30 jelly bean? What's the top jelly bean flavor of the 30 across the United States?
cotton candy.
Orange.
Yeah.
The number one what?
Blue
Have you
raspberry.
answered a single question today? You just waiting on this interview to come up with it one-on-one exclusive interview with Dr. Tom Sisk in just a moment.
Blue raspberry.
Buttered popcorn.
What? Buttered popcorn
never heard
jelly?
of it.
Popcorn was given the number one flavor.
I've never.
Jelly bean.
Come on, Brad.
What is
Never
the
heard of that
number one flavored jelly bean in Alabama?
Crimson.
White sauce.
Something I hate.
Licorice?
Watermelon.
Oh, watermelon.
Oh, come on. I'll be all right.
Have you tried those bean boozled things?
No. Black licorice took third. So anyway.
Some people do
buttered
like it.
popcorn.
Must have been a slow news day for somebody to sit around and figure that out.
Absolutely.
Here's one you might know.
That's a good one,
Here
Ian.
you go. What came out as America's number one dog again this year? Like the 7th year in a row.
Don't have a clue.
Is a
Blood,
golden retriever?
He finished third.
Boxer.
No second.
The Labrador Retriever.
Labrador.
The rest of the Bulldog is 5th. Frenchie hit the highest ever 4. The Norwegian Lunderhound was a 6-toed, unusual, flexible dog that was down. He was the rarest breed of all.
Did
We
the
have a-
Chihuahua make it?
Huh?
Did the Chihuahua make it?
I don't think he's on here. You got one?
I used to.
Those things bark
I
too much.
love Chihuahuas.
Now, Andy, we got a 5-pound Yorkie named Zorro, who rules our life. Now we move on to some harder questions.
right.
Already.
Those-
How many people attended the Easter services at the Bama Lounge this past Sunday?
It was like 2,000.
There was a bunch.
I saw-
At the first service.
I was gonna say-
I saw the pictures on AL.com.
Y'all have been to church there, Andy? You
No,
can.
no, I believe I have.
I'd say somewhere between 3,600 and 4,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
3,000 at the second, 5,000 altogether. Bama, in case you don't know, is like the number one bar in America. It's right there on the Florida. I know you probably passed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe have seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I've heard of it.
Man,
I've heard of it.
You heard of it? Never,
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
go in the
Yeah,
door
yeah.
of the Bama.
Only for church service.
Only
Yeah.
we did a 30-minute special there on their church. You can get Bloody Marys during church.
Kenny
down there.
Stabler, they got-
You
they-
certainly
Now,
can
they
get
do
banged
not
down there.
serve a lot of those. Some
Yeah, they don't
people
serve a
aren't
lot.
drinking in the church.
If anybody here is an Atlanta Brave fan, Phil Necro
Woo,
just
nutsy.
had his what birthday?
75th.
79th.
Okay.
What was his brother's name?
Joe?
Joe.
And his nickname was what?
I don't know what Joe's was.
No, his name was Nutsy. You got
Phil was Nutsy, but they both threw the knuckleball.
Who said this? America wants a jerk or a president, evidently.
Charles Barkley.
No. He's promoting his new book, and he was on a late night show the other night. The new book is, the name of it is...
One of the brothers.
Faith, A Journey for All.
I still don't know.
I don't know.
Jimmy Carter.
Really?
He's 93 years old.
Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy
Trump
Carter.
was a jerk?
Huh?
He said Trump was a jerk.
Yep. He said, I've tried to get rid of, he said, you're supposed to love your friends, your enemies as much as your friends. That's what Jesus says. He said, I've tried to get rid of political enemies. The host said, well, you've probably outlived most of them.
Yeah.
I got two other simple
93.
questions. Who is the model Rader?
The model what?
Rader, that's her name. What is her deal?
Never heard of her.
She's known as the Gucci Poochie.
She's hairy.
She's
The
hairy.
What are you looking at me, Brad?
She won't get out of bed for a shoot for less than $2,000 to $3,000.
Wow.
It costs $2,500. It costs $300 just to wash her hair.
She's a dog.
Yes.
Right answer. Here's a picture of her.
Oh my goodness.
Man, we hate
She's
to have
been
to
on
watch
the cover
that.
of a lot of magazines. All right, last question here since y'all were real fired up this morning. Dr. Sisk, I've really thrown you some wood in here.
That dog calls me, Joe.
A man in Athens, Ohio,
Oh,
was drinking a little bit.
no.
Was at a club that had a dartboard.
Uh-oh.
How's this going to go, Frank?
Not too good.
Not too good. He told his friend, and they videotaped it, to throw a dart at his hand.
What an idiot.
What happened?
He got it stuck and went all the way through his hand.
That's the wrong answer.
Went through his head.
Missed his hand.
They hit him in the forehead and stuck right there.
Oh my God.
Oh, come
And the
on.
guy never flinched.
Oh,
Look at him.
Well, think about it this way. Anybody that smart to put a hand up to have darts thrown at it, there probably isn't that much up there.
That's the right
You're
answer,
the top
Doc.
educator in Limestone County. We'll take a break, come right back with an exclusive interview with Dr. Tom Sisk, superintendent of Limestone County School Systems. Y'all hang on.
and welcome back on an absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning. 64 degrees out there. Going to be an absolute gorgeous day. Get out and do everything that you want to do outside anyway. Been great to do all the spring cleaning, all that pollen. There sure is a lot of it out there. High temperatures today of 79. Tomorrow, not quite so nice. 57 for that high. Then 65 on Thursday. Friday, we do have that biggest chance of rain throughout the week here, and 62 degrees with Saturday being the last cold front, according to our almanac over there, Mr. Frank Schrimsher, and he's always right. 47 for the high on Saturday, and rain. So get everything you need done before Saturday, that's for sure. There's outside. It's looking good right now. If you ever have to pull out of the parking lot here, watch for that sun, because it is blinding. It is.
All right, Dr. Tom Sisk up here with us this morning. First of all, thank you for allowing us to interview you today up here.
Yes.
Kind of like an exclusive deal, because I know you've turned down a bunch of people in recent times to come up here. But let's just, before we start talking about all the employees you just had at the banquet the other day and all the gun safety things you spoke about in Montgomery, what is the latest that you can share with us on the Tanner principal situation?
Well, as you know, there's a lot of interest on this matter, but our Human Resources Department is working very closely and they are working through this investigative process. We try to remind people that the principal is not guilty of anything. We have not made any conclusions. When a person is placed on paid administrative leave, it is to remove that person from the situation so that you can conduct a fair and impartial investigation, which is what our attempt to do. We have some grievances that we have to investigate. Once those items have been fully investigated, I will look at the data that will be presented to me by HR at a later date. Once that information has been reviewed, any recommendations that I would need to make to the Board of Education will then be made. People have been trying to press me for a timeline, and here's what I'm telling people. It's important that I get it right, that it be accurate, that it be inclusive and complete. And we're not going to rush it, but we're going to do it right because there are a lot of people looking at it.
So about how long is this going to take?
Till we finish it.
You've taken a lot of heat over this
Yes, I have.
from different organizations here, and we've been approached by several people. Can we put that side on and talk about how the principal was wronged and stuff
Now, we've
like
not
this?
been contacted from the principal.
No, not him. We haven't got him, but other people involved who actually, I might say that, have never met him before. These are
Right.
people who got involved, and now they're saying this is not right. How do you respond to the critics that you're getting right now?
You know, I have an obligation and responsibility to protect the good name and reputation of all those that are involved. And while others can choose to speak and say what they want, even in the absence of evidence, even in the absence of fact, even with the amount of speculation and the blatant absolute untruths that are being circulated, and there's been quite a bit of it, I have had to sit here and keep my mouth shut because I have an obligation and a responsibility to do so because it does deal with a person's career, and I have to balance that out. So here's what I would tell them. I would ask this question: do you really think I would have placed a man on paid leave this close to the end of the school year if I didn't need to? Is there a possibility that the superintendent knows something that you don't, and based upon that information made the best recommendation he could with the information available? I'm asking people to trust me, and most do. I hate that there's a vocal few that have called everybody and talked to everybody and are putting out misinformation, because there is a lot of misinformation. And, you know, their answer and response to me is, well, tell us the truth. Tell us what's going on. And that's what's driving them crazy, Jamie. They don't know. And because they don't know, and I do, and my board members that I've had to talk with, they do know, that's why we're going to do it correctly. We're going to do a complete and thorough investigation. We still have about 30 more people that we have to question extensively.
Really?
So we're going to move through this very judiciously, correctly, thoroughly. And we're going to get the most correct information, and I'm going to put that information before the Board of Education, who ultimately makes that decision.
So they make the decision, or you ultimately make the decision?
I recommend the board confirms. Now, here's how it would work. If I make a recommendation of any action, the board can uphold it. They can say, you know what, Dr. Sisk, you got it right, we're going to uphold it, and you can do it that way. They can take my recommendation and modify it. They can say, you know, we agree with your findings, but we don't agree with the consequence, if there is one. Or they can say, you know what, I think you totally blew it. We're not going to go in that direction. So ultimately, the decision lies with the Board of Education, those 7 elected officials.
Is this one of the most difficult decisions in your tenure here as Limestone County Superintendent you've ever had to make?
Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even close. And you know, that's the thing that makes them aggravated further. It's their most important issue in their lives, and it's not.
In yours, right?
Or in the districts. I have to prepare for the Japanese, the Germans, the French, and the Koreans, who are all building plants in our community right now. I have to work with a virtual school in the State Department to try to get the budget correct. We are growing our Alabama Connections Academy to being the 2nd largest, maybe by next year the largest program of its kind in the state of Alabama. We're working through so many other issues that require my attention. It's important. It is very important. And to the Tampa community, it's most important.
Right.
And we want to give it the due
All right,
attention.
you just opened up something there, the Toyota thing. What does that do to the Limestone County school system?
Transforms us. If the data that I'm being told is accurate, we won't recognize our school system in 10 years.
Really?
Well, yes. Let's use the model Volkswagen when they went to Chattanooga. They dropped 30,000 jobs in 10 years and built a plant half the size of what we're getting. Okay? So does that mean we're going to get 30,000 new people in Limestone County? Absolutely not. But there's going to be 30,000 people that come into the Tennessee
kids.
Valley with children, many of them. Many of them. The problem that I struggle with, and what's really taking my brain power, is how do I project where that growth is? How do I know where to build a school? If all of a sudden 1,000 children show up, I don't have the means, and even if I did, I don't have the location to build a new school right now. So, you know, if they showed up, how are you going to do it? I got asked this in Montgomery just recently while in Montgomery, and I said, look, when I had 10 or 15 or 20 trailers full of 20 kids, I think it'd be a good time to build a school because I have no way to project that.
Speaking of, you're in Montgomery, what you want to talk about, gun safety, what was your topic on down there and how did you handle that?
Well, you know, school safety in general, with all the things that have been happening across this country, has gone to the forefront. What I want to remind our folks back home is that we have the safest schools right now in the state of Alabama. Our friends and other school systems are starting to catch up, but we were the first school system that had an armed resource officer in every single school, thanks to the work of the Limestone County Commission, who share that expense. That's not normal. Most places don't do that. Our commission has been on the forefront of that. The second thing was we put the safe defense system in. We now have 900 safe defense boxes deployed system-wide, every classroom. That box not only has some nasty things that empowers and arms teachers to fight back with non-lethal force, but it also is a notification system which will speed up response time for Sheriff Blakely and Chief Sloss and his team.
Great.
And thirdly, our partnership with the Limestone County 911. With Athens City, we partnered and created the first active use in Alabama of the Rave Panic Button system. So we have a 3-layered response. And then on April 25th, as we do about every other year, we will send every administrator through active shooter training with deputies of Limestone County. And what that means is they learn to clear a building. They use simulated munitions. They shoot basically soap bullets instead of lead bullets. They sting, because I've been hit. They leave welts, and you don't soon forget that you've been shot, okay? And you go in and you clear that building. And the reason we do that is we want our administrators to understand what's involved. But more importantly, God forbid, if ever we should find ourselves in that situation, I have an expectation that my resource officers are our first line of defense. If they are unable, if they're incapacitated, then I expect that administrator to pick up that firearm and defend those children. I don't expect to give guns to teachers. Now, there are those on my board that may feel they do, and there may be some on the board that don't. We haven't had that conversation right now. But as often as I make teachers mad, do you think I want to give them a gun?
How many teachers you got?
Think about it. 600,
That's good.
604 teachers. 604 teachers.
And how many students?
9,622.
You know, you just shared some information that I was not even aware of. Whenever you see shootings going on and, you know, social media, how out of control it is these times, everyone on social media has an opinion and everyone thinks they know how to handle a school shooting and what should be done. You're involved, you know. Instead of getting on social media and blasting someone, go to you and ask you these questions.
Yeah. Well, you know, we are very blessed. Sheriff Blakely and his team have been absolutely marvelous to work with. Our work in partnership with the City of Athens, our work in partnership with County 911. We have a safety committee. They meet quarterly. So we're doing a lot of things proactive, not reactive.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I didn't realize how busy you are to come up here and give us this exclusive
Great
interview and
information.
explain the Tanner situation and everything else. Congratulations on doing such a wonderful job and
Well, you're kind.
being part of
we have
Limestone
great,
County.
We have great teachers, just an absolutely great place to be a part of. Our parents should be proud of Limestone County Schools.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. It's always a pleasure working with you and having you up on the show. We'll take a break and be right back. Y'all, hang on. Up here this morning, you are now
Yes.
with Jonathan and his whole gang over at H&A. What do you do over there?
I'm the Director of Business Development.
Big job.
So, yeah, we're looking at expanding. We do a lot of work with the VA, a lot of government contracting. We're looking to expand on that. We're growing. We're opening a third office in Pulaski.
Most people know you from the hospital for 30 years.
Right.
It's a long time.
You were a doctor down there.
Yeah, restore therapy. Yeah. But I worked with Jonathan at the hospital. I've known him probably, him and Jeremy,
Great guy.
both 15 years. Yeah, great guy. And I got tired of sitting at home looking for something to do, and so he and I hooked up.
What is this device you have brought us today?
I have bought it's a spinal brace, but it's for osteoporosis. And a lot of our senior citizens suffer with that, and this is a real simple brace that can put on to help keep your spine straight, to help keep those vertebrae that
actually
you have the
looks-
compression fractures on.
It looks comfortable.
It is. It's very comfortable, and you can
Zach, why don't you put that thing on?
see we've got a picture of it here.
Zach's going
We've
to
got it right there.
demonstrate how it is. Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, we've got
right
it.
there. Yep.
How do I do this?
Come a little closer over here where Andy
I'll
can
let Andy put it on.
help you out.
There you go.
Zach is simulating what it would be like to actually have to use one of these actual pieces.
Well, I am
Now, do they buy
following-
this down there, Andy? They have to have a doctor's prescription?
Now,
or
they have to
anything?
have a prescription for it,
Okay.
and it's
You just ask your doctor if you can try this brace. He'll
Right.
write you a prescription.
Right.
It's as easy as that when you bring it to you. And then insurance is acceptable on this?
yes, it is.
Wonderful.
Yeah, very good.
Yes. That's important too.
We probably
Is this something new that y'all have come out with, Andy?
This is a new brace that we've started carrying, and
That one's
it's
straight
one
out of the bag.
that's
Probably
going
haven't opened it up
to.
yet.
Is that an extra large?
No, actually, I think this is a medium.
Uh-oh, we might be in trouble, Andy.
There you go.
There you go. Wrap that around. So
We may
just-
need to let this out a little bit. Yeah. I believe we'd have to let this one out a little bit, but you get the general idea. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
thank you, model. You did a good job.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. That was a good
Oh,
job.
it's hard to sit down.
So that is supposed to help you again with what, Andy?
Osteoporosis.
All right, now, so that's a new thing y'all got.
Yes, it is.
Feel better.
Turn around, Zach.
So you are opening a new one up in Pulaski soon. Now, I've been there and I've had their braces, their knee braces and stuff. What all can they help you with at H&L?
We can help you with any fracture, any problems you have really on any extremity, as far as, and even go as far as we do the prosthetics. We do the prosthetic limbs.
That's how they started, wasn't it? Doing prosthetics?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Diabetic shoes are available as
diabetic
well?
shoes.
You got a new location, too.
Got a new location. We're on Highway 72 East, right next to Barnett and Swan Furniture.
Near 306. Most people would know that.
Yeah,
better,
they have between the furniture store and 306.
Yeah. And your business
Larger
development.
location.
Yes.
Every time, Jonathan's been advertising with us for several years now. Their business just continues to grow, and you won't do business with anybody any nicer than these folks.
Oh, no doubt.
That's
Now,
right.
when they come in, can people see you? Are you out measuring people and getting them fitted? Or
Well, now, I'm not a fitter.
Jason does that.
Jason does the fitting, yeah. And we've got plenty of fitters on staff. No, I'm usually out in the field most days.
Yeah, calling on folks. Anything else we can expect new from Jonathan and all the guys down at H&L?
We're just going to continue to grow and get this new location opened and just continue introducing new products and trying to help people the best we can.
I have a couple
great.
personal questions I'd like to ask you.
All right?
You've been known, for your hair.
Yep.
Kind of like a.
Yep.
And every time I've ever seen you, you've had on a pair of shiny cowboy boots.
That's all I ever wear. I do not own a pair of tennis shoes. I wear cowboy boots 7 days a week.
You've
Why?
never seen them.
I just enjoy them, and they're comfortable to me. Actually,
You ain't gonna win a lot of races with them on.
well, no,
Well, he's not running out.
but you know, you can always carry things, you know, in these cowboy boots. It can kind of level the playing field on the races.
I got you. All right, it's a pleasure seeing you, man.
Good to see you, Jamie.
You tell Johnson we said hello. All
right.
Hey, we'll come back and talk about what's
Thank you,
happening.
Zack.
Zack,
Wait, wait, wait.
We'll come right back. Jonathan and Chris in just a moment. Y'all, hang on.
Everyone has left the building except for these guys, important guys for the last here. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Good morning.
It's a good job modeling there, Zach.
hey, it was kind of tight on.
It
Yeah, I
was a
probably need
little
a bigger
bit.
size one. I'm trying to work on that though, Gore.
You are. You're doing good. All right, Chris, tell me about Songwriters for a Cure.
Okay, Sunday, the 8th, we are doing Songwriters for a Cure. It'll be at Lincoln County Museum, Fayetteville, Tennessee. And we got 5 artists.
Great.
They will tell their stories, what inspired them to write their songs.
All right.
And we'll have some survivors speaking to inspire people about, you know, getting through it all.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome. All right, you've got Mike Hillard, Nashville.
yeah, Mike Hillard is a professional songwriter. He was 4-time nominated last year for Songwriter of the Year
Okay.
for independent songwriters.
Chris Edwards.
Sharice Edwards, yes. She's
Sharice, I'm sorry.
She's a Hazel Green girl that lives in Nashville. She's doing songwriter shows up there. She performed at Wingfest for us a few years ago, so we wanted to
Okay.
keep a local person involved.
Eric Maddox.
Eric Maddox, he's a personal friend of ours. Eric's semi-retired from doing shows.
Right.
He's probably got over 100 songs that people have not heard, so we keep him around.
Wade Oliver.
Wade
I never
Oliver.
Heard that
of
guy.
him.
Yeah, Wade, I saw him on your show, became a fan of Wade's, love what he writes and how he sings. So we had to keep Wade involved also.
Great.
And then Tim McDonald is a professional songwriter,
Okay.
pretty well known in Nashville. He's played with Hank Williams Jr., Olivia Newton-John, Blake Shelton, many others. So,
Super.
so we're trying to keep it evolving, but yet still keep the traditional people involved too, the local people.
Did you ever think you'd be doing this?
No, ma'am. I'm scared.
$10 a ticket,
It is.
April 8th from 2 to 5 p.m. You did it. This is the second,
Second year.
so you know a lot of what you're probably going to change, what you're going to do a little different
We
this
keep
year.
tweaking it, and we hope to grow it.
All right.
So we'll see how it progresses.
And our own sponsored
Oh,
by
right, Marlo
Country
Lee.
Financial,
We
David
need to
Turner.
hook me up with him, please.
All right. Well, Joseph, what about car shows?
Car shows this weekend is really the kickoff. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. Thursday, I'm really excited because this weekend there's a big show over in Huntsville.
Right.
And to help promote it, Matthew Bryan is bringing up a 63 VW. I haven't seen it yet. I've asked him for some pictures, but just knowing all the ones that I've seen that they've done, that they've restored. Chris, you ever seen any of his cars?
No, I saw that Mustang.
Him and his dad, Ray, they do this for a living, his restoration. So it's going to be great. Can't wait to see it. Coming up April the 28th, car show on the square. That'll
That's
be
the
a
big
big
one?
one. So this weekend, I think there's another one at Discovery Middle School on Hughes Road. So I'll talk about some more of those Thursday,
Great.
but looking forward to Thursday. It'll be a good show.
Feel like it's getting back into the groove of shows?
This weekend, there's like maybe 3 or 4, and then next weekend, there's about 10.
Okay.
So, I mean, just grab your car and head out, get your lunch there and find one.
Hit the Eli Block Party one coming up.
That's coming up too. That's May the 19th.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
That's an awesome one, too.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank
Yard
you, guys.
sale.
Hey, it is almost time for
Hey,
yard
my mama
sales.
says she's getting very well. She's got 2 torn rotator cuff injuries. She went and did some therapy yesterday, and hopefully her man Edna can get out there and start yard selling. So it's getting close.
Can people pick up yard signs at yard sales?
They can.
Tell them I appreciate them wearing our shirts, too.
There will be some there available, but they will pick up soon. If you want to advertise, just email me, bamazack@gmail.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. All right. Well, have a wonderful day today. Get out and enjoy. Weather's going to be absolutely gorgeous. There's that 20% chance of rain, but for the most part, we're good. Biggest chance of rain is Saturday and colder temperatures. So enjoy almost 80 degrees today anyway. But you guys have a wonderful day today, too. All right. We got to get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.